In 2021, we have seen the fair share of ups and downs in the cryptocurrency market. Some coins gained a lot through the year, and there were some unfortunate ones who saw a bearish run throughout the year. There are also coins who had a roller coaster of a year. They hit their all-time high, and after that, the months just went on, not reaching half of what they were before. One example of which is the Graph, a relatively new coin that hits its all-time high last year but didn't even reach $1 to end the year. However, will they be able to turn the tides to their favor? Continue watching to find out. Hello beautiful people of the internet, and welcome to another video from Crypto Cash Out, where we bring you news that is all about the crypto space. This video we will cover the moves being made by the Graph which may affect their price in the future. However, please do not take whatever we say in this video as financial advice, as we seek only to inform you, so be aware of the dangers if you do decide to commit to an investment. Remember to only invest if you can afford to lose them. Do additional research and keep tabs on the price after watching the video. Now that we have that out of the way, let's add on to the video. The Graph Network, or the Graph if you really don't want to say the word network, is a decentralized protocol that is used for indexing and querying data from different blockchains. Because of this indexing function of the Graph, a lot of people are dubbing it as the Google of blockchains, which is kind of cool knowing that Google is one of the biggest companies in the world today. With the Graph, users are allowed to build their own application programming interface, or API, which is used so that different applications are given instructions as to how they will interact with one another, allowing for quick and secure querying. Moreover, the Graph has worked with the big blockchain names such as Ethereum and the Interplanetary File System, or the IPFS, to help users create their APIs. These APIs, that are also called subgraphs, store data from Ethereum, and developers can communicate and query with each other via the GraphQL to build on the blockchain using the subgraphs. Not only that, but Ethereum and IPFS users also operate on the Graph to collect data without reaching out to a third-party application. To make it clearer, the Graph is used by almost all developers as somewhat of a connection between the centralized application that helps developers communicate with each other if they have questions about what they are doing. The importance of the Graph can be appreciated seeing that most blockchain platforms are built using open source technology, which makes it so that anyone can contribute to it. As such, there are design roles such as indexers, curators, and delegators who are the backbone of the querying system of the Graph. There are approximately 160 indexers, 7,000 delegators, and 2,200 curators who work hard as the internet world moves to Web3. Today, there are around 3,000 of these subgraphs that have been deployed. Even though the Graph is only a year old, you should not underestimate it as the team behind it is full of experts in the industry. Yaniv Tal, Brandon Ramirez, and Janice Polman are the team behind the success of the Graph. They started the project a couple of years back in 2017 and developed it to become one of the fastest growing markets out there. In October 2020, the company sold $12 million worth of the Graph's local token, GRT, which amounted to around 400 million tokens. 2 months later, the Graph protocol was officially launched, which gave use to GRT. These days, the Graph supports over 26 different blockchain networks for their indexing. These networks include Ethereum, Avalanche, Polygono, Celo, Phantom, IPFS, and many more. Their APIs are also used by Uniswap, Known Origin, Genesis, and Decentraland. Now let's talk about tokenomics and price predictions. GRT is an ERC-20 token, and ever since it hit its all-time high of $2.85 back in February 2021, the coin has had a hard time reaching at least $2. In fact, it had a massive dip in price 3 months after reaching its all-time high, as in May 2021, the price dropped to $0.75, which didn't even reach $1. It has only breached the dollar mark twice since then and is struggling in the price department. At the time of writing, the price of GRT is $0.42, but has been steadily rising for the past week. If you're an optimist, now is a good chance for you to buy and hold for it to grow when it goes back to having massive prices in the future. More on that later. It has a market cap of almost $2 billion with a 24-hour trading volume of over $90 million. But how about price predictions? Surely they think that the price of GRT will moon soon, right? Well, according to the analysis of some experts, with the right moves, GRT will assess itself and overcome major hurdles in the next few months and exceed expectations. Assuming that GRT will make moves and attract investors, which they did, more on that later. The coin will perform well this year, and the next and the following years to come. In 2022, the coin is predicted to have a more consistent year with prices reaching almost $0.70 in November. The expected average price of GRT for the year is around $0.63. It is not much of a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless. For the following year, experts believe that it will continue with its steady run throughout 2023 and is expected to hit $0.99 in the first half of the year. It may even exceed that for the maximum price of over $1. Fast forward to 2025 where there are people who believe that GRT will perform the same and will see no massive increase in the price with $1.27. However, the website price prediction foresee the price to be so much more and predict it to breach the $2 mark in 2025. If you want to plan for the actual long term, then you should start now as experts believe the price increase for GRT will be massive in the future. For example, priceprediction.net sees the price to rise over $10 when 2030 comes around, which is just mind-blowing. The people at Coinpedia predict the price to be around $7.4 after 5 years, which is not a long wait for some of you holders out there. So, it's clear that experts see the bright future of GRT, especially if you give it enough time. But why do they think so? Well, remember earlier when we talked about the moves the graph needs to make in order to have an ensured bullish run in the following years? Well, recently they just raised $50 million by selling their GRT tokens to investors led by Tiger Global Management. Other investors include FinTech, Collective, and Fanbushi Capital. Although the cryptocurrency retreat has seen the value of GRT to fall 18%, this will slingshot them to a bigger value in the future. The money they have raised will be used to make grants and help other developers, especially in Europe and Asia, start on their own. Eva Bailin, the director of the Graph Foundation, said that expanding to Europe and Asia is one of their main goals as it will help their popularity and help them develop their system even further. This race we've just achieved gives us the ammunition to bring in up to 5 new teams, she said in an interview. Because of their expansion, new users are introduced in their ecosystem, which is a valuable thing in the DeFi ecosystem. Venture capital investments have been around for some time now, and in 2021, there have been a lot of companies that started because bigger companies raise money to help them develop their system. And because the money the graph raised will be primarily used for the expansion to Europe and Asia, GRT might see a massive growth in popularity and will move to prices that will make the jaws of people drop. Depending on who you ask, people may see different things when it comes to investing in GRT. For some people, they think that it is great crypto to help diversify their crypto portfolio. And even if the price may have seen a downtrend for the past few weeks, it may turn things around after the $50 million raise as mentioned before. But this requires patience and holders need to hold on to dear life if they really want to not regret selling their coin earlier, but that's the point of holding, right? For security, you have to take note that the network is built on top of an already built blockchain. If you really want to check the performance in the security department, then you can head on to their official website to see the performance of the past month or so. Moreover, there are bounties being given to those who report bugs to ensure the security of the platform, which is good news for you. But again, we will remind you to be careful when buying, as even though the next few years may seem bright with the $50 million investment done for them, there may be other external factors which may affect the price as seen from the recent dip of the price in the previous months. Regardless, the future is still there for them and we can't wait to see what they have in store for us. If you really want to test your luck and start buying after this video, you can head on to Binance, Coinbase Exchange, Huobi, and Gate.io as GRT is listed there. Thank you for watching the episode, and hey! Since you got this far, you might as well and like the video, right? I mean, you got to this point of the video, which means you really like it. Also, please subscribe to help our channel grow and so we can reach more people with our content. Feel free to comment down below if you think the $50 million investment will mark as the start of the bullish run of GRT for a chance at a shoutout giveaway. If you want to watch a video about Avalanche, we have a video that talks in detail about that. Again, we thank you so much for watching the video and we hope to see you on the next one. In the meantime, have fun cashing out!